Hello students, this is the flipped lesson for Storytown Lesson 8 vocabulary. To participate in this lesson, you will need your Lesson 8 vocab sheet. You can get another copy on Edmodo if you lost yours. Also, make sure you have a pen or a pencil and a highlighter. Let's get ready to get started. Here are the directions. First, watch and listen to this presentation on your own. Feel free to pause and go back as needed. Then, write the definition or meaning of each word on your vocab sheet. Finally, write a brief response to each question that goes along with the vocab word. Let's take a look at the first word. The first word is devour, which is a verb or action word in the sentence. The literal meaning of the word devour is to eat hungrily or quickly. Now, this word can be a vivid verb that you use in place of eat, as in eating your food, but it can also be a way of figuratively showing that something was consumed very quickly. Let's look at an example. I could use the word devour in a sentence like this. The home was devoured by the flames. Think about the other meaning. Why might you devour your food? Write your answer on your vocab sheet. The next word is diagnose, which is also a verb or action word in the sentence. If I wanted to use the word diagnose as a noun, I would change it to diagnosis. The meaning of diagnose is identify a problem or illness by examination. Most of the time, you'll hear this word as in the doctor diagnosed the patient with a disease. However, let's look at this question. What would make you diagnose someone else as an avid football fan? Think about what clues you might use to make your diagnosis and write it on your vocab sheet. Our next word is also a verb, intercept. If I wanted to use the word intercept as a noun, I would add our ION ending and have the word interception. Intercept means block someone or something from continuing on its path. It's football season, so you might hear this word on ESPN quite a lot when they talk about someone intercepting the football. How might you intercept someone you wanted to talk to in a school hallway? Think about your answer and write it on your vocab sheet. Our next word, lethal, is an adjective or describing word in a sentence. The meaning of lethal is something that is capable of killing. If I wanted to use the word lethal in a sentence, I could say, Mom said our front steps were lethal because they were covered with ice. What kind of weather conditions can be lethal? Think about your response and write it on your vocab sheet. Our next word is plea, which can be used as a verb or a noun. Now, the word plea means an urgent request or beg. So, if you're using this word as a verb, it would be the action in a sentence. If you're using the word plea as a noun, you're talking about the actual request itself. Let's look at how to use plea in a sentence. You could say, I would make a plea only if I needed something badly. What might you make a plea to your parents for? Write your response on your vocab sheet. This word might be tough for you to sound out. Let's try it. Rendezvous. This word could be a noun or a verb. It's a little bit confusing because even though it has the OUS ending, and we're used to thinking that means the word is an adjective, most of the time this word is actually a noun or a verb. The meaning of rendezvous is meet at an agreed time or place. So, you could use rendezvous in a sentence by saying, Mara forgot about our rendezvous, so we never met that day. Where might you rendezvous with a teacher? Write your response on your vocab sheet. The last word on the list this week is seep. Seep is a verb, and the meaning is ooze, leak, or spread very slowly. If I were going to use the word seep in a sentence, I might say, when water seeps into the basement, Dad soaks it up with towels. How might you tell if water is seeping through your roof? Write your response on your vocab sheet. By now, I'm sure you know what's next, but let's take a look. Go back and review any words you do not understand. Please highlight or circle any words you still have questions about, and we will discuss them in class. Then, be ready to play a review game in class using these words. Throughout the week, you will read and understand stories that use these vocabulary words in them. And finally, by the end of the week, you will use each word in an original sentence, and this will be your end of the week quiz. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.